Good morning, everybody. I guess I should not be. Let me pull right back in here so I don't try to drive and hold. I'm gonna get one of those holders. Good morning, everybody. It's me, Lori Simpson Ortega, and as you can see, the car is packed and fully loaded already. I want to send a very special shout out to, and well, not a shout, but I'd like to send a very special thank you to Sonia Hunter, and the principal, Kim Simmons at Caldwell, for inviting me to participate as a vendor in their Black History program. This is, I think, my third or fourth year, and I always enjoy going to Caldwell. So I want to say thank you to them for the opportunity. We were able to sell some Sunday dinner, some aprons for Sunday dinner. And remember, y'all, I want y'all to be looking out, because something big is about to transpire with Clean Cotton Bespoke and Embroidery. So I wanted to do that thank you. But I wanted to say I will be at the Glass Center this afternoon from, I think, 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, or maybe 12 to 2. I gotta check. I'm getting ready to head out to go get some supplies, but so swing by. I'd love to see some of you in person. I'd love to meet you in person, because a lot of you follow me on Facebook, either the business page, Clean Cotton Bespoke and Embroidery, or my personal page, Lori Simpson Ortega. A lot of you out there watch the Bible studies. You watch the Sunday school lessons and all my little motivational, what's on my mind at that time, rants, or whatever you want to call them. I love to meet you in person, even if you don't buy anything. I'd love the opportunity to meet you. And rumor has it, my son may be there to assist me. So swing by the Glass Center, and make sure that you swing by. I will have items priced, believe it or not, from $2, because they're cute little affirmation verses. So those, I think, are $2. That's about the cheapest thing, the least expensive thing that's going to be on my table. I'm going to have, of course, some totes. I'm going to have some aprons. I'm going to have some burp cloths. I'm going to have keychains, some little keychains. I think the keychains are like $3 or $5. And I will have a sample t-shirt quilt that was created for Nakia Hall, who is now a teacher at TJ Austin. I was also able to see, this is turning into more than an invite. I was also able to see three grown women who I remembered when they first started teaching at A.T. Stewart Middle School. Kim Simmons, who is now the principal at Caldwell, I remembered going into her classroom for activities when I was a librarian at Stewart in her first year. I saw Dr. Melanie Bush, who is now the principal at TJ Austin Elementary. I remembered when Melanie was, Dr. Bush was working as a after-school tutor at Stewart. And then I saw Rakita Devers, and I apologize because I cannot remember her married name. I want to say it's Washington, but Rakita Devers, who's now the assistant principal or dean of students at a school, a middle school here in Tyler. I want to say maybe, I don't know where she is as far as her location professionally, but I remembered when Miss Devers, Rakita, when she first came to Griffin as a first year teacher, and you know what, it was not only a pleasure in talking to them, it was almost like a changing of the guards. That was my sign to know, girl, you done lived around, you done been around this arena, this educational arena for so long. You're seeing kids who were young, we'll say young adults who are now, going to really impact the, they're going to impact the profession for the good. They're taking the baton and they are running. But y'all, guess who else I saw? I saw the school board president, Yvonne Atkins. So she came up to the table. We were speaking and everything. And one of my favorite people. And we were just kind of talking and all of that. And, of course, her role as school board, she has to go and do a lot of things. So I'm sure I'll see her later today. But I was thinking as she was leaving to go enjoy she and her husband, of which the newly selected, consecrated, concentrated, marinated, right Bishop Dr. Rodney Lamar Atkins was also in the place. Y'all, I felt like a celebrity. Do you hear me? These people's coming up to the table. And I was like, look at you, girl. You know some people. You know some people. You have become the man standing next to the man. You know some people. So I was able to send congratulatory praise to him as well. And Yvonne had a birthday, so they was able to say some stuff for that. But and it was somebody else I saw. Then I saw I just saw just students that I had seen who were there with their kids or what have you. So I wanted to say hello to all of those people and to give you an idea of how much it brings me joy, even if you don't buy anything, to see you, to meet you. I was able to meet different people and sell some aprons and a tote. Laura Rackley, best counselor ever. Okay, I got my top three. I got my top three counselors, and she's number one. But I have a feeling at some point, Sharon Bayon, I better take it out to 5, because Laura Rackley, Casey Aycock, Dr. Kendra Bircher, who's running for the school board, she announced her candidacy. I like Kendra. Kendra is a tie for she has her own style, if that makes any sense. Because her backstory is nothing short of the divine favor, protection, guidance, and trust in the Lord. Her story. So Dr. Kendra Bircher's in a class all by herself. Okay. But and then I'm going to put Sharon Bayon, because or Sharon, y'all call her Sharon. I know her by Sharon. But Sharon Bayon, I think she's going to be in my top 3. We've been friends since we were like 8 and 9. And I think she's going to be amazing too. Laura Rackley, I know you're going to watch this at some point. I think Sharon Bayon may come along and bump you from your spot. Casey Aycock, for those of you if you are an adult and you need counseling. Casey Aycock, all these names start popping up now. Laura, what is Laura's last name? Hey, Sonia, what is Laura's, she is, I don't know if she's retired, but she's an African-American counselor. She's a part of the Andrew Center. I forget Laura's last name. She's in my top 5. Oh, y'all, I got one more. One more, Sonia. I'm sorry. You just hold tight, because I'm going to send you a shout out too in a minute. What's her name? She has a practice in Longview, and her husband is a pastor. Y'all, what is her name? She's really good. She does some Facebook lives and stuff, and she has a lot of, hey, Wayne, what is the name of what is her name? Copeland. I cannot think of her first name, but Dr. Copeland, she has a practice in the Longview area. So y'all, we got to get this mental health stuff down. And I'm naming people that I will co-sign on. I've never sat on their couches or in their chairs, but I've had conversations with them, and I'm very intuitive. So Marsha Smith, I've known Marsha a long time. I don't know Marsha as well as I know the others, but Marsha just opened a wellness center herself. Am I right, Wayne? Marsha just opened a wellness center herself for skin and all of that. So let's support her as well. But if you're in the Longview, the East Texas area, from Shreveport to maybe Winona, I recommend Dr. Copeland because she's closer probably to you. Dr. Christy Copeland. Yeah, that's it, Wayne. I recommend Dr. Christy Copeland if travel is an issue. If it means you being consistent, then I recommend her because she's out of Longview. So anybody in that area, if you know you're not going to travel into Tyler on a regular basis, then and if you really want a solid counseling, yes, I recommend her. If transportation is not an issue, because I think sometimes people of color, we don't really get the help that we need because there are other extenuating circumstances, and transportation is one of those. So if you know you need help or somebody else needs help, then by all means, make your travel convenient to you. So, you're more likely, if you live in the Winona, Gladewater area, you're more likely to drive to Longview more consistently than you would Tyler. Okay, y'all, my grandbaby's going out of town, and I don't want to look at him because I've already kissed him and hugged him and prayed the prayer of protection around them. Hold on, y'all, I'm sorry. Grandma loves you. Safe travel. I'll see you later. Have a good time, honey. He said, bye-bye, Grandma. He used to say, Grandma, now, bye-bye, Grandma. So, looping back, thank y'all for letting me say that, but to my grandson. So, her. If you're in Laura Newsom, that's the other one. I couldn't think of her name. Laura Newsom. Now, I don't know if Laura Newsom is still employed by the Andrews Center, but I do think she might. If you reach out to the Andrews Center, I believe she is an LPC, the highest of the rankings. All of these ladies are. I think she may take on a few cases. So if you know somebody who is severely mentally ill and unmedicated or struggling with it, and you got them on medication, then reach out to Laura Newsom. And then if she doesn't do it, I am sure she is more than capable of referring you to somebody that can that's unique to that area. Now, Sharon Bayan, the reason I think she's going to be amazing is because her backstory as well, but she has a knack. She has a young spirit. So for kids and young adults, teenagers, and their parents, I think she's excellent with that. Casey Acock, I think she's excellent with adults. Now, although she is a school counselor, I think eventually she too is going to be in private practice because she has all of the credentials. And let me turn this car off because gas, even though it's cheap, I'm an entrepreneur. I have to account for every nook and cranny. But I think Casey Acock is excellent for adults, non-judgmental. Yes, the tone, everything. So if you're in the Tyler area, if you're looking for someone for Tyler, and Kendra Bircher also has a young spirit, if that makes any sense. I think she's committed to students and education and mental health and all those things. So If you need a recommendation or a referral, inbox me. Y'all inbox me for everything from barbecue grills to silver spoons, and I'm here for it. So inbox me and I will, I don't want to know your business. Okay. If you say I need an adult counselor, okay, then I'm just going to give you a name, contact information. I'm just going to be the connector. I'm not here to try to figure out and sort out stuff. You know, I should have gone to be a counselor. Well, I should have did a lot of things that I didn't do, but that's neither here nor there. But I wanted to say that. Now, for Sonia McGee, if she's still watching, if you need a ride, okay, by somebody, if your spirits are low and you need to be hyped up, you better call Sonia McGee. If you need to feel like you can jump off the Empire State Building and survive and get up bloodied and unbowed and unbroken, I'm trying to use Black History lingo, call Sonia McGee. If you need encouragement and support, you call Shawana Flowers, affectionately known as Chicken Wing. Because those two ladies have a way of encouraging you in their own little way they put smiles on your faces. They genuinely love people. So I wanted to say that about them. So I know they're gone now, but be sure y'all tell them that. So looping back, my last big announcement. We're going to need y'all to go vote. Okay. Helen Blake, y'all tell Helen I said hello. Helen Blake, I'm not in Helen's circle because I think you have to be at a higher intellectual level to be in Helen's circle. But Helen Blake put a post on here the other day that it made perfect sense for all you local celebrities. Okay. For all you people that have a Facebook page, we need to really do a better job of making sure people actively get out and vote, especially people in certain socioeconomic levels. Unfortunately, when you understand the educational system, how it is set up here in this country, then you'll know shortly, I'm still here. See how encouraging she is, y'all? I'm up here on a rant. She's still living. See, that's what I'm saying. Sonia, for life. For life. But we need to do a better job. When you understand the Industrial Revolution and how shortly thereafter the educational system was set up by the extremely wealthy, the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilt, all of those different people, when you understand how it was set up, then you're going to understand that it's set up to create workers. Yes, you're going to be educated. But our educational system, and I'm not dogging it out, I'm just saying our educational system is not set up like it is in other countries where you have the freedom and the liberty to be creative, to be taught how to think outside of the box. Unfortunately, our system is one of those systems where you are taught conformity and you're taught how to memorize a bunch of dead facts. You're taught how to add up a bunch of stuff that you're not going to use. You're not encouraged to be creative. You're not encouraged to become an entrepreneur. Your gifts, your talents, your abilities, unless you get in a magnet type of program and unless your parents invest in private lessons and you have the money. So here's what I'm saying. We need to do a better job of using our platforms, like Helen said. We need to do a better job of using our platforms to not only educate people, but to also help them see the importance of being actively involved in their community and also being actively involved by voting. Now, a lot of times people will say, Wang be everywhere. Wang is here, she there. But you know what she's really doing? She is serving as a resource. She's connecting people. So let us, if we are on any platform for social media, let us become just a little bit more vigilant, not to the point of, rants, but to the point where we put a post to say, hey, I need 5 friends to vote. hey, if I'm going to vote on this day at this time, if you live in this area, you need a ride, hey, have your ID, have your stuff. Now, not random strangers. Just say, if you're my friend, because you can't put everybody in the car. You don't want to be riding dirty, like they say, in more ways than one. But like Helen said, she challenged us, and while I had put certain things on there, I can honestly say that until she said that, I had not, tried to use my small little platform at this moment to say anything or to encourage that. So thank you, Helen, for bringing that to our attention, and we will do better in that area. So those were my posts. I'm expecting to see all of y'all at the Glass Center. The kids in TISD, even from Griffin, they're going to show up to sing. I think they're going to have twirl. All of the schools will be represented, kind of like they did last year at the Mayfair building. Our local, I'm sure everybody that's running for mayor is going to be out there. I'm sure Shirley McKellar is going to be there. Anybody that's running, I'm sure Derek Choice, Judge Derek Choice, who's running to be reelected. I'm sure all those people are going to be there. So if you want to, now you're not going to have no candidate forum. We encourage you to attend the candidate forums when they have them or what have you. But don't hem them up out there trying to, what you gonna do about his dogs just running around, his potholes on my neighbor got this. No, that's not the place nor the time. But they'll be there. I think they'd like to meet you as well. But I would most assuredly not only like to meet you, I'd hope you will purchase something so I can keep walking in the plan that God has for my life. Well, you know what? I've got to go. Maxine Wu, are you going to be DJing? They should have brought the DJ. If y'all need a DJ, two of my favorite DJs in the city of Tyler, Maxine Wu, the award-winning, highly celebrated, anticipated Maxine Wu, and also DJ Lil Walk. Now, I don't know if Jason still goes by Lil Walk, but between Jason and Maxine, that would be a battle. Okay, Maxine, you should find somebody, you and Jason do a battle. Okay, and we'll, instead of it DJ versus DJ, it'll be girls versus boys. That way, I don't feel so guilty if I pick a girl over Jason, or if I pick a boy, I won't feel so guilty. So, yeah. So if you need a DJ, Maxine Wu, hook her up. She's all genres. But I think her specialty is mixing 70s and 80s into current stuff. Well, my battery says low. Oh, hey, Yvette. Johnny, King Rap J, you still rapping? Okay, y'all, Johnny Johnson is really King Rap J, and he raps in the Italy area. So if you're in Dallas, Waxahachie, you need a rapper, King Rap J. Now, he's not going to be up there cursing and grabbing himself. It's, Christian rap, etc. So don't hire him if y'all are for the Brown Liquor Club. Don't be hiring him, because that man is saved, okay? And, yeah. Well, I got to go. My battery is low. Oh, wait a minute. Could I too be a rapper? I'll see y'all later at the Glass Center. Blessings.